choice. Okay, CZ posted that they were dumping their FTT token, so I had no choice but to convert some of my FTT. I did it on Uniswap and sent it to Coinbase. So there's only one thing I spend my crypto on. Hello, how you doing today? Chicken and broccoli combo. 07.
Have no fear.
1220. Thank you, I appreciate it.
The evolution of money.
Cookies, yes. No problem. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll take a look.
That meal was on FTX. Thank you, FTX, for that. Thank you, Coinbase, for that. Crypto cash back. I love it. I love it. The best way to end the day. The hidden gem hunter, the portfolio melter. Documenting my journey. I'm not a financial advisor. I've been here since 2017. Document my journey on digital assets. I am BuLLZiLLa, the hidden gem hunter, the portfolio melter. You may have heard of me. If you guys can smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. 6'8" is here with the love. 6'8", my brother. Thank you big time for that. Actually, I think we're going to go to the other side, right? Then we switch our sides with the live. Let me see what's the best side. Because I do the video at 6'8" in the morning. So I think I actually use a different side. Guys, we got a lot to talk about tonight. There's a lot of things going on in the crypto world. There's a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on in the crypto world. And we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about... Come on. We're going to talk about them tonight, guys. If you guys can smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. FTX right now is coming in at $6, down 72%. $6, down 72%. Good God. And this is actually the video I showed you guys that I made. Actually, that night we did the live stream when I was like, I'm going to sell my FTX on Uniswap. And I'm telling you, thank God I did. Take profits. Take profits.
Okay, CZ posted that they were dumping their FTT token, so I had no choice but to convert some of my FTT. I did it on Uniswap and sent it to Coinbase. So there's only one thing I spend my crypto on. Hello, how you doing today? Chicken and broccoli combo.
Chicken and broccoli combo. I am BuLLZiLLa, the hidden gem hunter, the portfolio melter. Guys, we got a lot to talk about tonight. And I actually ran across, yeah, I got some really good stuff I'm trying to tell you. Let me see. Crypto. What is that risk? What is that risk? I think we actually take a real look at what's probably really going down behind the scenes with this whole FTX thing. Is there a lot more at play? And I'm going to actually bring some things to your attention tonight that maybe we should think about. What is at risk? Crypto warning. Yeah, this is big. Also... Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, we got a lot to talk about tonight. A lot to talk about. The FTX price down. Also, guys, HashFlow Hidden Gem is on Coinbase. He called another one. HashFlow is on fire. Well, it's not on fire. Wait till we hit the bottom on that. I'll let you know when the bottom is. But, of course, another one of our hidden gems hit Coinbase. And we spotted that a mile away before it hit Coinbase. Hit Uphold and Kraken also. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about FTX token. Is it done or will it return? 6AJ with this. Whoa, 6AJ made it rain. Much love, 6A. Thank you big time, my brother. 6AJ with the super chat. ×3. 68, 68, 68. My legendary brother. I appreciate the love, my brother. Thank you big time. Helps out in a big way. XRP Rude Boy says CZ don't play. Anthony Johnson, Rude Boy, Bullish Crypto Mike, Bullish Mike Collins, big night in the US and the UK. Bullish family all the way. 𝕊𝕚𝕟𝕜𝕤, the crypto star, good day CKJ, the hidden gem hunter, the portfolio melter, my crypto for life and bullish family. Yeah, shout out to crypto for life 68J. But I see your blood, CKJ, all day. Tell them, bro. Tell them where they're at. Bullish family number 1. Beekeeper69, King of Retweets, good evening, bullish fam. Vlad, the 𝕝𝕚𝕟. Let's not forget that like. That's mod stuff right there, bro. You're a legend. Twisted McFloyd, good to see you. Sure, Kanda, Weaver, let's go. MacDon, Crypto OG, Queen in the building. Mr. Thompson, guys, thank you big time for being here, everybody. We got a lot to talk about tonight. A whole lot. I uncovered a lot of different things in tonight's show. It's going to be a hell of a show tonight. Thank you big time for tuning in. The real question, is Solana coming back? And actually, we're going to dive down that rabbit hole also, Crypto OG. Is Solana done? Is CERM done? Is Ratum done? Is crypto done? I'm trying to tell you, I actually uncovered some pretty big things, guys. I uncovered some big things. Shout out to, actually, somebody sent this in the Telegram group, and it kind of caught my attention. I don't know what's going on with this Bankless podcast lately, but Bankless podcast actually had Erik Voorhees on here and Brian Armstrong, and they actually raised some pretty good questions. And Erik Voorhees is a real smart dude. He always does make you look at things a different way. And Brian Armstrong was on here also, so I actually want to highlight 2 clips on here that's actually really good. Erik Voorhees is called Binance Acquires FTX CZ SBF Guest Brian Armstrong and Erik Voorhees. Erik Voorhees is their guest.
Like rushing to get back to see what was happening. And I've been watching all the drama between CZ and SBF over the last few days. And then to see that CZ might be buying FTX is crazy. So it's just crazy.
You've seen a lot in crypto.
That's on their podcast. I guess maybe something's bringing on their podcast. My apologies. So, guys, I'm telling you, believe it or not, I think every channel is talking about this. And if you Google Sam Bankman right now, this is like across all news. As far as Sam Bankman selling to FTX, I mean, come on. Who's seen that coming? I don't think nobody saw that coming. So, you know, at first, it's like shock. Like, whoa, what the hell's going on? Like, Sam Bankman didn't really put its seeds in a lot of areas. And actually, I read an article before the live stream on Sam Bankman. Was actually really good. It's way better now than before. It makes way much more sense what might really be going on. So we're going to take a deep dive in this article that Sam did not too long ago. And it actually reveals, I believe, a lot more details, which I think people are going to be diving deeper into what really happened. And we're going to get a lot more details in coming days. But really, Brian Armstrong really hits on a good point on this podcast also, that a lot of these exchanges left the U.S. because they were trying to duck regulation. Now, Sam Bankman actually moved to the Bahamas, and he had like, what, $6 billion, $10 billion under custody, and he left the USA to go there. Now, what are regulators in the USA thinking right now? Like, they're probably thinking, hold up. Like, I mean, is the hammer about to really come down on crypto? As far as, like, we're talking about a lot of people that might got hurt behind this whole FTX thing. They halted withdrawals. If CZ didn't come in and save the day, I can only imagine what direction this might have went. And you guys are going to see what I'm talking about in 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕝. I'm yelling timber. His name is 𝕊𝕚𝕟𝕜𝕤, like billionaire, ☆𝕊𝕚𝕟. Shout out to the ☆𝕊𝕚𝕟. Crypto OG, Bullish JD, 6'8", member for 20 months. Please show your love. Smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. #1 crypto show in the world. Oh, also, we got some Joe Katz news, too. Some good Joe Katz news. Dave Schwartz, CTO at Ripple. Let's do this.
There have been a lot of crazy days in crypto, right? I mean, we've had some even this year. How would you rank this one? I mean, did this one get you by surprise? I was telling David at the beginning of the show, I like to say now when people ask, like, you know, what do you think of this event? I'm like, I'm never surprised. And then crypto continues to surprise me. Like a day like today was surprising me. Like a day.
And so many of those people have been destroyed or destroyed themselves, sometimes very quickly. CZ, I think, gets the crown for being in such a high position for so long and doing it so well.
Yeah.
So it does not, I mean, yeah, I don't know inside of his head, but he's clearly executing at a level that is impressive. And
oh my God, you hear what Erik Voorhees just said about CZ, which is so true. If you think about it, CZ right now is operating on a level that's very impressive. I mean, come on, guys. Look at all the things that we've been through in crypto if you kind of think about it. Like, basically, we did skate through we didn't jump on the Celsius thing. We didn't get caught up in that, thank God. But first Celsius goes down. And now I think there's going to be a heated question now, I believe, is what is going on with these crypto exchanges and how do they acquire this amount of money? Like, for example, Sam Bankman with FTX. You see this article, they're talking about he's like a billionaire. And this is from what? Leaving the U.S. and starting an exchange across the water. I'll show you. Okay, this is actually just really good. I'm going to go back to the clip in 1 second. Let me see. He doesn't have a girlfriend or even see many people outside of work, though he makes time to speak with family back in the U.S. a few times a week on the phone. It's safe to say SBF isn't the type of person to strike the perfect work-life balance, who is even accept that productivity decreases after 11 hours of work. So how did I get there? The child of 2 Stanford law professors, SBF, and he got a physics degree at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. But this actually gets kind of interesting. And let me see, popularized by philosophers, and I'm gonna get to the good part. So basically, friends who interned in quant trading firm Jane Street Capital gave him the pathway to Wall Street. He began working 3 straight right after college in 2014. Why did they hire a physics major with very little financial experience straight out of school, you ask? And that's kind of interesting. Why would they hire a physics major on Wall Street? It turns out quant trading strategies are super valuable. Trade secrets, which means no one teaches the success one's uni degrees. Instead, firms recruit people with raw talent. Math whizzes are people with strong backgrounds in physics or computer science. So basically, he graduated college, his parents were lawyers, math degree, math whiz, and he basically applied that technique to crypto. I mean, anybody could have did what Sam did. There was an open door for opportunity between 2017 and 2018, and that's what they're going into talking about right here. What you need to know about markets, they teach. He said he traded a variety of ETFs, futures, currencies, and equities, and designed an automated OTC trading system. While there, he became interested in insanely profitable arbitrage opportunities in inefficient crypto markets. Bam. A billionaire is born right there. Anybody could have did that, really. And that's like really the opportunity in crypto that's still in front of us today. As far as, yes, we're still pioneers. Yes, we're still building. Yes, you see big regulators all around us, putting in their, building up shop or whatever, but still the opportunity is insane. But just to watch him unfold his opportunity is it's a wild story. It's Pops the Pulling Strings, Pop Talks, Peter Thiel. Crypto G got all the good news, all the information. Oh, Sam's not a billionaire no more. American Tarmacker, you got that one, bro. You got that one right there. What you need to know about markets they teach. He said he traded a variety of ETFs, futures, currencies, and equities, and designed an automated trading system. Where there he became interested in insanely profitable arbitrage opportunities in inefficient crypto markets and set up a crypto quant trading firm, Alameda Research, to profit in late 2017. So when I read that right there, late 2017, because basically I started making crypto content around late 2017, and I just seen all the open door opportunities in crypto, and I think the whole world's seen those also. And just imagine somebody that from Wall Street type guy to come into crypto. I mean, come on. The whale to rule all whales. No, it gets kind of interesting real quick. Alameda Research has grown to become one of the biggest companies in crypto, around 2.5 billion in assets under management. Although, as with his own fortune, SBF qualifies this with some previous around liquid or illiquid assets. Alameda is the Moby Dick of crypto whales, responsible for now. If you think about how big this really is, like we could have really got wrecked. Now, don't get me wrong, FTX and Sam got wrecked, but really, CZ might have stepped in and really saved the massacre. I'm thinking kind of maybe, because they're responsible for up to 10% of crypto moving around markets at any time. I think it's that particular time you can get about a fraction of the volume, he says. I think it averages a bit lower in a group to 5 to 10 larger trading firms in the space. That means any trade 𝕊𝕚𝕣 takes has the potential to move the market and cause liquidations. In October last year, 𝕊𝕚𝕣 was widely blamed for crashing the price to YFI by shorting. Through SBF has downplayed the impact. He believes that a great power comes with great responsibility. So hold up. I mean, is he living by his own words here? What's going on? Yeah, I know, guys, like there's some weird things going on in the market. I'll be real cautious the next couple of days. First thing first is self-custody is extremely important right now. Self-custody for sure. If your crypto's on the exchange, like, I mean, oh, Lord, you gambling. You gambling big time. And I'm telling you guys, you see some people prefer ledgers. You guys got ledger links and all that stuff. But another way to go, guys, is you can just download a self-custody DeFi wallet easily. I mean, you can download the Chronos CRO DeFi wallet. And don't get me, I'm not even going to say that. I had to do more research before I even talk like that. Tune into in the morning show. But anyway, you can download the Coinbase Cold Wallet, the Chronos DeFi wallet, Elrond Gold DeFi wallet. So there's lots of free self-custody wallets also. Make sure you write down your seed phrase. And you better send your favorite cryptos to self-custody. That's all I got to say about that. I'm just looking real quick, seeing something. Real recognize real. I see the real recognize real movement out there. Queen and America 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕤. All right, I'm staying focused. But you guys remember what? YFI shot up to like what? 10 G's, 20 G's, 30 G's. It was like on fire, right? I mean, I don't know where the price of it is now. And then it hit Coinbase. Remember, this token was just on fire. I think, was it YFI? And then it hit Coinbase, and this thing like rocketed out of nowhere. It was like an insane run on this token. So they're blaming Sam for this token crashing. So it's 6,000. But I remember this thing like came like out the door with like no value. Let's go to alt chart. So right about here's what I must mean. So basically around 4,000 right there on 2020, and then it shot to $70,000. I mean, come on, guys. Look at all the opportunity in between these runs right here. People made a hell of a lot of money in crypto. DeFi keeping my soul, tell him, rude boy, for sure. You better DeFi keep whatever cryptos you got. Especially because, you know, there's a lot of cryptos that do tie to Sam Bankman as far as Solana, CERM, and I'm actually going to read this article. It actually is really good. But so they're blaming him for this token crashing, which is YFI, which I just uncovered in the one article. But from 4,000 to 70,000, holy smokes right there. That's insane. But go back to this. Though SBF has downplayed any impact, he believes that great power comes with great responsibility. It gets interesting. It's absolutely a responsibility. He says, adding that he tries to follow the approach of trade quant firms. The role is to find profitable trades, but it's also to provide liquidity and promote healthy markets. He says the biggest duty is the duty to do no harm, and to make sure that what you do is, on a whole, promoting liquidity in a healthy market and efficient trading, as opposed to introverting in it. So hold up. Looks like Sam did the complete opposite there, huh? I'm gonna scan through it quick because there's some good stuff in here, but I'm not gonna bore you with this whole read. But it really is a good read now that all this happened. But I think where it gets kind of fishy too is, I'm gonna get to that part. Let me see. He adds that arbitrage trades, for example, can have positive impact, makes more markets more efficient. The whole reason 𝕊𝕚𝕚 was founded was one of the first big ones that he actually made some money on was Litecoin. So hold up. I remember Litecoin. I got wrecked on Litecoin twice. So hold on. So how far is this going back now? Litecoin, well, hold up. There was a week in late 2017. I remember that when Litecoin was trading at a consistent 20% premium on Coinbase and GDAX. Now, Coinbase Pro. There's sort of this idea like, oh, that's cool. You just make 10% every half hour. Now, I think that's where things started happening for him, or it started going wrong. Because basically, some big players were taking advantage of different markets and different prices. So come to find out, he might be talking tough Tony right now about this stuff. But really behind the scenes, I think you pissing people off, bro. You get where I'm going with this? Panther message. I love Litecoin. Oh, SBF is messaging you, Buddy Fox. What's he got to say? He wants to come on the show. So he says, it turns out that trying to exploit the opportunity was hideously complicated and required getting around trade size limits and withdrawal limits of 1 million a day. Especially a few years ago in crypto, an enormous piece of the problem was figuring out the logistic steps, he says. Another arbitrage trade saw SBF and his friends move up to 25 million a day through a series of intermediaries and rural banks in Japan to take advantage of the famous kimchi premium, which saw Bitcoin trading for up to 1/3 more in South Korea, hard to access financial system than in the US. So hold up. Yeah, Buddy Fox might got that one. That's what I'm saying, guys. I think Sam, behind the scenes for years now, or not, well, I guess for years since 2017, 2022 now, it looks like he's been involved in a whole lot of things to me of just manipulating markets all across the world, and that's how he made his money. And, hey, that might seem kind of okay, maybe to him or in his world, but really doing all these hopping around, bro, I think you made a lot of enemies along the way. I'm just saying, watch, because I'll show you what I mean. What it was dealing with legacy financial systems that threw up the biggest challenges. And Sam was like just talking here. The single hardest part of the arbitrage, the piece that was the slowest and the hardest, and the most expensive and most frustrating was the fiat. Yeah, and that's when you're starting to mess with traditional systems and moving money without paying them kind of fees or whatever. And that's why Brad Garlinghouse, everybody's sending that clip around again today, that, oh, yeah, we're handling a real problem and moving money. Some people are moving money with crypto that's handling a real problem, and some people are trying to take advantage of the markets. It looks like Queen might have got that one. It looks like Sam was riding a fine line between what's right and wrong here. Now, because, before it's like, okay, hold on, a lot of players were doing this, bro, but they wasn't doing it to your level, I think. He took it to the next level. He was too smart for his own good. We're dealing with Legacy's financial system that threw up the biggest challenges. The single hardest part of the arbitrage, the piece that's the slowest and the hardest and the most expensive and the frustrating, and he's hot, was fiat. He says, noting difficulties getting accounts, which could then be shut down at any moment. How many times did Sam probably have that happen? Because he's talking about it. The procedure and bureaucracy is insane, slow wire transfers. And now you're talking about the man. And now you're talking about the man's money, bro. So now we got a problem. We spent 5 hours a day in the physical bank branches for a good solid 5 months. Because that is what it took to send a wire he added. So you kind of get where he's going, guys. I guess you get where I'm going to is, like, he was doing a lot of things in the beginning. And it actually goes good with the clip from Brian Armstrong in a few minutes, too, about, some people may have left the USA and also may have upset regulators. So I think things will get sticky next couple of days. Mike is a legend. Mike Collins, that's our UK Bulls family member right there. He's a legendary dude. Big time legend. Like, I got there at 10 a.m. and I had to stay till 1. Let me go to the clip now. So, basically, and actually, I think there's one more thing in here. The current Raymond's, okay. This is the one reason SBF is so passionate about DeFi. His vision is for it to one day replace the Luxembourg existing financial system. The current payment rails are not efficient at all, he says. There's trillions of dollars of companies which are just built around trying to abstract the way you end up with this incredible complex web of crap to make it usable for most people. They're running on a system that are old and not designed even with the internet in mind. So, bro, I can tell you where Sam went wrong right there with that line. It looks like, Sam, you're on the right track as far as, okay, we need a better system with the financial system working with the internet. But, bro, it looks like you might have tried to go around them a little too many. You tried to go around them a couple too many times, bro. And now you bit the dust. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust. Dun, dun. Hey. Oh. It's guy. Welcome to crypto, guys. D-Rasta checking in. Welcome to crypto, guys. It can get bumpy in crypto. That's why you need somebody that's going to be doing the real research on real assets like we did with HashFlow. Listed on Coinbase. So we're going to talk about that hidden gem. The one I dropped on the Bull Spotify. But anyway. I think we covered the good one. It seems we figured out FTX became the 5th largest exchange, 3.5 billion valuation. He also uses his wealth to influence to try to overcome what he sees as the biggest blocker preventing wide-scale adoption of DeFi. He believes that Ethereum, including ETH, can't scale enough to allow crypto. Now, this is where it gets kind of sticky, guys. I'm trying to tell you. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Sam messed up big time. But at the same time, it looked like he might have been pushing some kind of replace Ethereum agenda too. And if you guys know how Ethereum's already interwebbed with everything, that might have been going across the line also. I'll show you what I mean. He also using his wealth and influence to try to overcome what he sees as the biggest blocker, Ethereum. ETH can't scale. He's trying to allow crypto and DeFi to replace the existing financial system. DeFi, ETH can handle about 10 transactions per second, but then he starts going into Solana and 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕜𝕤 and all the programs he's using. The 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕜𝕤 right there. And okay, this is what led to him become one of the most vocal proponents for Solana, a blockchain that can currently process 65,000 TPSs and can eventually scale up to an astonishing, no, I never read this, an astonishing 710,000 TPSs. No, that sounds like it could be a threat. So I'm just trying to really investigate it from all angles here, basically all angles. That's all I'm doing. But hold up, and then you'll see what I mean in another second too. An astonishing 710,000 TPSs. Now you guys know we crushed it on our Solana challenge, and it gets better. He founded the Serum DEX on Solana, which we were in place for that one too. We were ready. He founded the Serum DEX on Solana and launched the Serum crypto in August 2020. We were ready. Bankman-Fried said you can see Solana benefits in Serum. Now watch this. And I'll go to the next thing. The benefits in Serum's on-chain order book matching engine. Now, trades can happen in seconds. So you get a lot of juice out of having a higher throughput. And that's what really helps scale up and product base quite a bit. To the point where I think that, you know, our best guess is probably the Serum DEX in 6 months. Now watch this. This is where I'm telling you. Serum DEX in the last 6 months of operation has consumed more transactions than all of Ethereum blockchain history. Now, if that is true, the stream drop. If that is true, then now I can see what the problem was. Or I believe that could have been some problems that most ain't going to talk about. Because, I mean, come on, guys. Ethereum, like, that kind of reminds me, okay, with Bob Way, when I had Bob Way on the show, and even DAI shared a clip of it. It's like, basically, you know, what makes a Bitcoin maxi? A Bitcoin maxi has a lot of Bitcoin, right? And they also have a lot of Ethereum. Guys at Coinbase, they have a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of Ethereum, just like Bob Way said. Now you got this program you're pushing, this Alameda research, this Serum, and you're saying that it's doing more transactions since its birth in 2020, more than Ethereum whole life. CryptoOG says, I think CZ's going to make these assets work. I know that kind of make me put more thought into it too, because, okay, now say that, okay, you know, he's buying FTX, but there's a lot more to Sam than FTX, really, if you think about it. I mean, we got Serum, 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚. What about FTX USA? Is he just buying FTX, FTX USA, or it gets more sticky too? Because the guy, what if Erik Voorhees says, what happens if something goes wrong and the deal don't go through? So I'm gonna show you what I mean. Sushi Ethereum network effects mean he faced an uphill battle getting DeFi project users to migrate to Solana. Yeah, he had no idea. He had no idea. Even after he was handed control of Sushi Swap by Chief Num, he was unable to convince the community to port over it. There was issues. There was issues in between Sushi Swap. They handed the reins over to Sam Bankman. He wanted everybody to start moving projects to Solana. That really saying, hey, let's take food out of the mouth from all. You know, that would take it back to like DAI says with the Ethereum free pass and all them guys. And if you think about it, really, DAI did a hell of a video where he made a video where, you know, Ethereum got this free pass all the way and how it tied back to JP Morgan and all that, and how Ethereum free pass, ETH free pass, boom, 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 boom. And then you got Solana and Serum and Sam coming here and talking about, oh, we need y'all to start scaling over to Solana. So hold on. He faces an uphill battle, and users migrate to Solana. Even though he was handed control of SushiSwap, he wasn't able to convince the community. And there's one more line here, and I'll be done with this. We would still be super excited. Although SBF says the network effects having so many interconnected applications built on Ethereum are sustainable, he points out that eventually each project will have to migrate and break composability and tooling the existing oppositions in order to switch to layer 2 or E2 and some of the other scaling solutions. He basically goes into how you need to just go ahead and move it to CERM and Raidem and Solana. The other part is the current DeFi base. I think FTX probably has more daily active users than DeFi combined. SBF's plan is to embed the Solana blockchain as an infrastructure in apps where it's invisible to most users in order to onboard millions of DeFi. At the same point in 2021, 𝕊𝕚𝕟𝕤𝕤 led a $50 million funding round. Maps.me, 140 million users. FTX purchased a Blockfolio. He does own Blockfolio too. I forgot about that. But the point of the story is, I'm just trying to say, hold on, there's a lot more going on with the whole FTX out of business thing. That's kind of an interesting way to look at it, right, though? Hold on, you got Solana competing with Ethereum. He come in, big market share. But now we got these guys. It's going to kind of spin a different scenario also. Bdigital's a legend. I got you pulled up tonight, bro. What up, Victor? That's how you doing? Avengers Unite. Buy HODL. Speaking of CZ, have you any idea how much loot they hold? I have no idea about that. I wonder what's their plans with FTT. Are they gonna? I thought that thing was gonna crash to like 10 cent. Panther Master, let's go HashFlow. Mike, you're a legend. I'm just looking. I'll check out what Erik Voorhees says real quick.
Who knows how much of this was pre-orchestrated or not? But it certainly looks like a masterful move in hindsight.
What? Think about it already. A whole new way. You guys ready? Y'all sitting down tonight? We go deep on this show. First, we took it to the whole conspiracy theory that Sam pissed somebody off with the Solana run, because you know we crushed it on Solana. Solana went from like what, $2, $3, $10 to $250 per soul. CERM does more transactions than Ethereum. Its whole lifespan. Ethereum don't scale. Bitcoin maxis and ETH maxis got lots of Ethereum and Bitcoin. You might have pissed them off, bro. Or this could be a scenario too. So I'm just throwing them all out there, which whenever you like. All right, let's go.
I guess we need to be careful not to assume what's going to happen, right? All that's happened is a letter of intent. An actual deal could fall apart for 1,000 reasons.
Oh God, don't let that happen.
And the whole thing may end up being a huge black mark on the industry. But right now, it looks like CZ's in the position of the kingmaker.
This is the meme, right? Where their crypto Twitter's got the meme of you never want to be the main character, because if you're the main character, you're about to be killed off.
Oh my God, when I've heard that line, that kind of like rung a lot of bells. It's true in a lot of situations. You never want to be the main character, because the main character comes under focus and basically off with your head. But
CZ has been the main character for a long time. He's made it through all the seasons.
He's on season 8.
And now like there were like a collection of main characters at times. Like 𝕁 took front stage and center for a while. Three Arrows Capital were front and center for a while. CZ's been a main player, but never really like in the same limelight as 𝕁 or all of them until now. Now
I think they kind of like CZ a little bit, but I think they hating on CZ a little bit too. So it's kind of hard to say. It's kind of, I mean, I don't know.
He is the main character. I hope he continues to be around.
So yeah, that's kind of like
it's wild. And I was just talking last night with someone about this. How like, yes, these spats and these feuds are kind of immature, kind of unprofessional, maybe very unprofessional, and they kind of make our industry look a little childish, granted.
Yeah.
But I would so much rather have this world of like honesty and hyper capitalistic competition out in front of everyone versus the banking system, which has all sorts of corrupt nonsense happening behind the scenes, but they put on always this like professional face, a suit and
That's kind of true if you think about it too. And I actually was thinking about that, kind of like what my brother 6'8" was saying on the morning stream. I kind of feel bad for Sam in a certain way. I mean, don't get me wrong. Actually, now that I read that one article, you know, I think he was taking advantage of a lot of different situations. But I guess I don't know if I say I feel bad for him now, because I think he was like really pushing the limits on stuff. But just I guess, say for example, just to see somebody in crypto do so well, and they just rise to the epitome of like, oh, he's in a magazine now, you know, like, you know, he was in the magazine right here saying that he was going to give all his money away when he made it to the top and everything else. Sam Bankman-Fried, the crypto whale who wants to give billions away. The brutal truth about inspiring. The more you put in, the more you get out. The 10 billion fortune. It's just, I guess I feel bad for the scenario that he made it to the top of crypto, but he wasn't able to stay there, or he didn't do the right moves to get there, which also may have made him fall. It's just hard to see somebody make it and then crash, you know. So it's like, that's hard to say. You know, I'm not saying was he right or wrong. I can't honestly say because I don't got all the facts. But you know, we put these guys out on parade and like ready to like, you know, take them to the stake as soon as something goes wrong. But if you think about it, in the traditional banking system, something's going wrong almost every day. Like, you know, JP Morgan find this, and they removed this for many years, and they manipulated silver, they manipulated gold. And we don't really see who, you know, you might see the company name, but you're not really seeing the individual. Oh, this is the guy that manipulated silver at JP Morgan. You don't really see that. They've already crafted a way to keep their things under wrap, right? Now, in crypto, we're still growing and we're somewhat new. So when one thing goes wrong, off with his head. You know what I mean? So it's like all out there for everybody to see. It's all out there for everybody to see. So
super slick, you know, marketing brochures and press releases. And it's also fake, right? Like, it's also fake. And you look at one of these like banking CEOs, and there's no way anyone should trust these people. They're like, they rise to that occasion, sure, on their skill, but also on their ability to be completely opaque about their real intentions.
Okay, so he's making a good point there. I'm gonna skip to the Brian Armstrong clip now. I don't want to take away too much of the podcast here. I did link in the description, guys. This is the Bankless show that I think BitBoy went on, and then they asked about the whole 589. And actually, these guys were calling the XRP army reptilians, and actually they hate XRP. They don't like XRP. I won't say hate. Hate's such a strong word. But at 152, Brian Armstrong. So let me say, facts, they're paid actors. Yeah, I think we got that one too. So 152 was one more clip, to just one more thing for everybody to think about as far as like, you know, where is this heading? So here's Brian Armstrong. They even got Brian Armstrong. Okay, I thank God they got Erik Voorhees on there, because Erik Voorhees might be the only one with real sense, because he's the one that's kind of like for DeFi and like, you know, kind of like wanting to beat his own drum completely. But these other guys, they're like, you know, Bitcoin, and now we got the system stepping in, Brian Armstrong. So, but Brian Armstrong does make kind of a good point, but at the same time, I'll let you guys judge.
Hey Brian, welcome to Bankless. Thank you for joining us. We were just talking about the tweet thread you put out, and we're hoping to get some insight on that. So, what do you think of today's events? What's kind of going through your mind?
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Well, I mean, first of all, it's kind of a difficult moment, obviously, for everybody involved in the markets. The market's going to be down. There's potential for customer losses across a variety of areas, so we got to start with that.
Good God, guys. Y'all see the market crashing after the morning stream? Holy moly. We was talking like double-digit corrections for, like, I was like, whoa. Like right now, guys, matter of fact, let's go back to FTT, because I was kind of monitoring that a little bit. But you guys see when we started the stream, I dumped 90% of my FTT. Good profit on that one. $5.89 for the live stream, 589. Can we get 589 thumbs up too? That would be amazing. For the #1 crypto live stream on the planet right here, the Hidden Gem Hunter. Can we get 589 thumbs up? Shane Sullivan, tell him Shane. FTX is down big time, guys, and this is what Brian Armstrong said, and kind of scared me a little bit.
And then, you know, I think it's not a great day for crypto. Let's just be honest. You know, this kind of reminds me a little bit of Mt. Gox back in the day. There's folks of us that went through that time period, and it was not pleasant, and it left a, you know, it left a memory for people for many years just about what it was like to be in crypto and what's going well and what's not. So I think my hope is that people remember going through this moment that not all companies out there are like this, right? It's not a criticism of crypto writ large. It's really, there's certain actors that are going to do well or do poorly in any kind of environment. And we need to wait to see until all the facts are in about what exactly happened in this case. But yeah, I guess the other thing I'm just thinking about is whether this, the temptation is that this will always lead to sort of overreaction of regulation.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I kind of did think about that, or did mention that on the morning stream. Overreaction from regulation. Like, first we had the whole Celsius thing happen, which crashed the market big time. And that was like what a lot of American consumers were actually tied up with Celsius. So, crypto came on the radar like more than ever. Now we got FTX, who Brian says that may have left the country because of regulation, which also might have created a problem and could have upset regulators even more. So this is what I'm saying, guys. This might be kind of important to get a self-custody wallet more than ever before. And shout out to 𝕊𝕚𝕟𝕤. Same day as midterms. Oh, that's kind of true, 𝕊𝕚𝕟𝕤, because I see the articles coming out about Sam Bankman, how much money he's donated towards midterms and all that. I think they said he spent $40 million to sway the elections. I'm like, whoa. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. 𝕊𝕚𝕟𝕤, thank you big time for the support for the channel. I really appreciate that. American Tarmac, the great shakeout. You got that right, Merrick. I'm telling you, some people ain't going to be able to withstand this, but you guys seen what I said on my podcast about this today. I kind of talked about them on podcast. I made another podcast tonight. Make sure you check it out. BuLLZiLLa123 on Spotify or Anchor. Get him, Brian.
And I don't know if this is, Eric, what you were just talking about when I came in, but I think the other thought I have top of mind is the regulatory environment has not helped this situation, right? There's been a lack of clarity or trying to move towards more clarity with regulation, many customers have kind of gone towards these offshore unregulated exchanges. And we're seeing these blowups happen. Whereas if we'd had more regulatory clarity in the US for the centralized exchanges and custodians, customers wouldn't have gone offshore.
Oh my God, guys, you hear what he just said? How true is that? Or how true will the regulators believe that is? Like, uh-oh, hold up. Now we might have a major issue. And I guess my fear is that some crazy fast type regulation be rushed out where, if you was in an exchange that left the U.S. at this time or something or did this, and you better close immediately or cease to exist or cease and desist order. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm 1,000% confident crypto is here to stay. Like, for example, Coinbase is already public. We already got Coin. He's already beaten this scenario. Like, oh, yeah, we did the right thing the whole time. We're regulated, but y'all might have pissed off regulators. So I'm telling you, things is getting interesting here.
And gotten into even bigger issues.
Brian, that was one of your tweets in your thread that I actually didn't know the stat behind, but you said to take the U.S. as an example, 95% plus of crypto trading has developed overseas. And you say that's because crypto regulation in the US has been hard to navigate. 95%.
95%. Jay Casual knows. We're talking 95%, guys. Just think about how much crypto is changing. I think this is going to create another big change. It's going to play you guys for one more minute. Shout out to Bankless. Link in the description for their video.
Plus, so you're making the case that crypto regulation, as we have it in the US, is actually putting investors and folks that want to trade in retail in a worse position because we're driving them offshore into entities that engage in riskier practices.
Yeah, that's correct. So that 95% stat is looking at both spot trading and futures. And yeah, it's pretty stark if you look at it. Even if you just look at spot trading alone, I think at the beginning of this year, the US market was maybe like 23% of global spot for crypto. It's now about 13%. So
good God. USA was 23% for spot. Now we're at 13%. So you kind of see what's happening. So shout out to Binance Acquires, FTX, CZ, SBF, Guest, Brian Armstrong, and Erik Voorhees on Bankless. And shout out to the person that dropped this in the Telegram group. It was actually some good feedback from Brian Armstrong, Erik Voorhees on what their thought is. And, Erik Voorhees is already spinning conspiracy. Oh, Did CZ have something to do with this, or did he know something? Because, you know, Erik Voorhees like a whole nother level with it. Brian Armstrong come up there doing what he do. Oh, yeah. You know, we've been working with the man since day one, and we should increase some of this regulation faster now. and SBF messed up bad. He messed up bad, big time. SBF, what'd you do, bro? What happened to you? What'd you do, bro? Where's this picture at? What'd you do, Sam? So what's anybody's thoughts on what's going on so far off the 2 clips that we showed?
07.
And actually, I wish I could play this right here. FTX plummets, and this was, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to sold, know when to sell them, know when to walk away. I played that on there too. So I did sell my FTX the night before at the right time. Oh, Jay Casual, thank you big time. I appreciate that. Because I got some really good clips too to also cover. Justin Crypto. That's, yeah. That's what I'm saying as far as, even Uniswap is way different now, guys. When I actually, I actually went back and did some more trades and I figured out what the hell was going on. Uniswap, because basically what I did, guys, is remember first, Binance opened up my account. They might have been monitoring my account and seen what happened while they said, oh man, forget that FTT. Because first I sent it from Binance. They opened up my account and they gave me 7 days to get my crypto off of there. I sent a lot of it to the Coinbase cold wallet or wherever crypto would go to, crypto.com, Binance USA, all that. But really I couldn't do nothing with the FTT for a while. I was kind of stuck with it because that was kind of shows you an example. There was an issue right there way before they kind of let on, because I couldn't trade my FTT for when I first sent it there a while ago. Now, all the assets you can trade on Coinbase Cold Wallet, there's no liquidity for FTX. That's strange. But anyway, I said, all right, I'm going to go to Uniswap. And you know, when you go to Uniswap, it automatically connects your wallet, or you get connect. And you can actually swap any asset that you actually hold in your wallet. So I said, I'm going to go to Uniswap, and I put it on FTT, and I said, I'm just going to trade it for Ethereum because I can send it to Coinbase. So I did swap my FTT, but when I hit swap, it was denied. And then the next swap went through, and if you look at it, it says, let us search for the best option or wallet or whatever. What in the world is that? Somebody spamming? Let us search for the best option, and we'll do the trade for you. Oh, my phone died. Damn, that sucks. I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, I didn't really read that. They were like spamming. What did they say? Oh, yeah, no, that can't be real. I lost my train of thought on that one. Oh, okay, Mike got it. Okay, guys, so I guess the point of the story is we go live on this channel every single day. Make sure y'all smash that thumbs up and hit that subscribe. I am BuLLZiLLa. Now watch this. Hamilton Lane has in Securitize to tokenize funds. Now, Securitize partnered with Ripple back in the day. Securitize actually has a partnership with Ripple. And they actually built their whole thing on Ripple back in the day. This is like years ago. People might remember this. Is actually the CEO of Securitize named 𝕊𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚. And they actually had a partnership with Ripple back in the day. And I said Ripple has a lot more to do with tokenizing securities than meets the eye, too. And I actually can Google this, Securitize and Ripple. I can actually show you. Matter of fact, I will, just to prove my point. Ripple and... no, let me see. How the hell do you spell Securitize? Okay. They call me Mr. Copy and Paste. But watch this. I want to show y'all guys something to make a point. Ripple and Securitize. K-Hood, thank you big time for that love. I appreciate that. Welcome to XRP After Dark, K-Hood. Don't trip by the dip. Coinbase, Ripple invest in Securitize to tokenize the $7 trillion in assets or something like that. Here we go. All right, calm down. I get too excited. And that's what happened when I met 𝕊𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚. I was like overexcited when I met 𝕊𝕚𝕚𝕚 too. And he I don't know, weird vibe from that dude. But remember that Glenn Hutchins actually saved the screenshot of that. When I met Glenn Hutchins, who was actually on Digital Currency Group and owner of the Boston Celtics. Unbelievably cool dude. But this guy right here was kind of strange. His name's Carlos Domingo. I met him because he had a big partnership with Ripple back in the day. Coinbase, Ripple invests in Securitize, the tokenized $7 trillion security industry. So this is the thing, guys. Once you put together that Ripple, Securitize, and Sam Bankman was trying to duck a whole lot of... did the stream drop? I hope not. And then Sam Bankman was trying to duck a whole lot of regulation, leaving the country, and then taking advantage of crypto, and trying to dog out Ethereum. Bro, I think he made a lot of enemies behind the scenes. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I just gotta make sure the stream is live, because actually I could